Yeah, you know what it is. It's your boy Guess Who. You now tapped into Streetnerdz Radio, the #1 station in the streets right now. Got to give a special shout out to our sponsors, Bright Future, Bright Everything. Make sure you go get them 4 episodes. Streetnerdz Radio, make sure you subscribe to us. We got a special guest in the building. Man, sir, go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
It's your boy, Sir Will. How y'all doing out there?
Man, I appreciate the opportunity you came up here, gave me. Let me talk to you. I like your energy already, bro.
Appreciate it.
So let's get familiar. You know what I'm saying? Where you from and how'd you grow up, Brody?
Yeah, man, I'm from Compton, California. So I think you can imagine how I grew up, you know what I mean? Just, you know what I mean? Street environment, family environment. You know what I'm saying? When you come from the streets like that, it's, you know what I mean, close-knit group, you know what I'm saying? So everybody in our neighborhood, you knew everybody, you know what I mean, down the street, you know what I mean? Everybody next to you, your neighbors came outside, everybody came outside, you know what I'm saying? Your neighbor could give you a whooping, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah. So growing up, how would you describe your childhood? Was you sports? Would you say you was more into the books? How was your childhood like?
Yeah, my childhood was more sports that started off because my brother was like I describe it like Boys in the Hood, Ricky. That's my brother. He was the football star. He was that guy, like, you know what I mean? You know, you don't mess with him because he got a future. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
My pops kept us heavy in sports, football, baseball, basketball, heavy in sports. And then you had this, the street gang elements, you know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, it's crazy to say it now that I'm older and more mature, but I was like, when I was a kid, I'm like, man, I want to be a gangbanger. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
what was the appeal for you?
Yeah, man. Well, the appeal was because the gangbangers had all the dope cars. They had the fly cars, the dope clothes. They had everything. All the females wanted them. And when they pulled up, everybody came outside and they had all the respect. You know what I mean? That's the element that you saw. Like, the dirty part, the grinding part, the parts behind the doors, behind the scenes that you didn't see as a kid. That's not what you thought about. You just thought about, man, he pulling up in the whip. He pulling up with the girls. He's pulling up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what it was. That's what it really was.
Do you feel like it was hard to go the opposite way than that?
The reason why it was a little easier was because, you know what I mean, I was somebody that I had it right there in front of me with my pops and my mom and them trying to keep me out of trouble. I was, 2-parent household. So it was a little bit easier for me that my dad was in the house. A lot of kids where I'm from didn't grow up like that. So it was a little bit easier staying out of it. But my pops was a OG. My pops was a hustler. He was one of the original Pyrus. You know what I'm saying? From that. So he was a gangster too. So at that time it was hard, him telling me, you know what I mean,
right,
not to be in the streets. But he was a hood dude and my sister was in the streets. You know what I mean? Things like that. So it was a little bit harder. But you know what I mean? Since me and my brother are so close, he made sure of it. You know what I'm saying?